Right after I made my Invisibility Cloak video, someone asked me if the same effect could be done in Eevee. In the Eevee render engine, you need to enable screen space reflections and refractions for glass to work. In the material settings, Holdout and my transparent light path node group don't work in Eevee, so you'll need to use the transparent BSDF. Enable screen space refraction and set refraction depth to a small number. Set transparency to alpha blend. There's a super annoying problem with Eevee Fresnel, where even though the material should be clear, there's still a slightly visible edge on it. If you have this, you can fix this by adding a value node instead of keyframing the IOR. Then the math node sets to subtract with clamp turned on. Plug the value into both the IOR and the math node. You need 3 collections and 3 view layers: background, cloak, and mask. In the background, disable the cloak. In the cloak, disable the monkey. In the mask, set the cloak to holdout. In compositing, get each render layer its own file output, and make a folder for each. For the mask layer, we only need alpha. In compositing, mix the cloak with the background, with the mask alpha as a factor. In video editing, place the mask at the bottom with background and cloak on top. The mask is inverted, so use a curves modifier to invert it back, and in cloak, use a mask modifier. Make sure in render, color management is set to filmic. Standard is for non-HDRI video. We're essentially pasting a video of the cloak without the monkey over the monkey. But what about partial transparency? The problem with that is that there's no partial holdout in Eevee, so we'll have to make our own mask. Create collections and render layers for the background and cloak. In the background, disable the monkey and cloak so only the background remains. In the cloak, everything should be visible. After rendering the scenes, I'm reducing lag by disabling screen space reflections and the cloak material disabling SSR and setting blend mode to opaque, because we don't need them anymore. Create a new texture for the cloak in the background. Delete the background shader, delete the sparkly part of the cloak shader, and replace the transparent BSDF with a pure white emission shader. Just render directly into a composite node, in black and white for more efficient memory. After rendering the mask, we once again composite. The background goes on top of the object and the mask hides it.